All right, so Andrew, I think you've brought this up before around Facebook ads and their inaccuracy. So a new study reveals why Facebook ads can miss-target. So what's happening, this study came out of a university. So new research from North Carolina State University offered some insights into why Facebook targeting, it says Facebook targeted advertising can sometimes be, it says here, more like a wild pitch. Interesting use of words. So I dug into this, and I also dug into how they actually conducted their study and what they were doing. So what they're doing is they started with, they said 14 new user accounts, and they had new people sign up for Facebook.
Okay.
And then scroll through some pages, like some content and so on that were very targeted in terms of what they were going to be interested in. They started with 14 students, and then they went up to 146 participants. Who knows if they were actually students or whatever, 146 people. And they downloaded a browser extension that allowed researchers to collect data from each participant's Facebook account about their interests. Researchers then asked participants questions about the accuracy of the interests. And they found that 29.3% of the interests Facebook had listed for the study participants were actually not of interest. So what they mean here is if you go onto your profile, I have mine open right now. If you go to facebook.com/ad preferences/ad settings, I can go right here and say audience-based advertising. When I click on that, it shows what interests that I'm being targeted on. So at the top of my list here is Unbounce, because we were recently on their website, I think, or we were talking about Unbounce. So they're probably just listening to me. And then, onlinejobs.ph, I was actually just on there, hiring somebody there. Riverside, we've been talking about that. TELUS, I was just on, I use TELUS as my internet connector. John Jonas, he's the founder of Online Jobs. So I guess people are now targeting me with ads based on these things. Jeff Walker's product launch formula, which is weird because we were just talking about this stuff. This goes to show that that Facebook does listen to you on your microphone, because I was not searching for this stuff.
Proof. We got proof.
Yext Inc. I don't know what that is. Indochino. I have not talked about or looked at Indochino, but I have been talking.
There, Matt? Getting a suit? Is that?
No, but what's funny is I've been talking about blazers and clothing.
Oh,
right. Agency business manager. So, this is a Spring, SPRG. I don't know what that is. Sode EXO Benefit T. I have no idea what that is. So there's a lot of stuff in here. I don't know what it is. And I've not talked about it or anything.
So that speaks to the accuracy component. And just, I'm sharing my screen here too, just taking it back to this article. I find this pretty interesting. It says here, we also found that the study participants didn't even know that Facebook's ad preference manager exists. I didn't know about this until you flagged this story for me. And I was a social media expert for a long time.
So, yeah, all these things you can remove. So I can go through and say, I don't want to be targeted for this thing, and then remove it. Right? So if I go here, I got black box social media. I don't know what that is. I could say,
the point is that this what is it? The study? Yeah, the study reveals.
Ooh, look at this.
Sorry?
Look at this. This is black box social media. I have no idea what this is. It says that they uploaded or use a list to reach me. So that is actually, they're not allowed.
Oh.
Yeah. So because I never gave them my email list. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, that's
so they
right.
scrape my email address and they're targeting me with that. So I can go here, don't allow.
Wow.
And then there we go. Now they can't target me allowed. Exclude you from ads using this list. Yeah, don't allow. Boom. And now I'm done. And so I go, yes, that was helpful. And I close it. Now they can't target me anymore. So
that's
you can
very
see
cool, man.
how companies are targeting you on Facebook. So that's what this study did, is they had people go in. I think they probably liked some pages, did some things, and then they were looking at how accurate it was, because it's always going to add more things on top of whatever it is that you're doing. So on top of this, I want to share this with you too. For the first time, I boosted the post of our episode a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
The ClickFunnels 2.0 episode, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And what's funny is that we got a good amount of engagement. You guys can see here, we reached, it was $25. Okay. I was trying it out.
Oh, okay.
So we have 121 engagements, which is pretty good for $25. We reached 3.4 thousand people. Okay, cool. What was funny was the comments, all the comments. One was that this is a nice picture of the men.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Uh-oh, I got Google talking in the background. So Patty, thank you. Patty.
Thank you, Patty.
But then we got Earl Garber being like, it ain't friendly, it's spam. It's inherently evil. Okay. And he goes on and on about how everyone should report this crap ASAP. And then I got another comment.
And it references wrestling, which is absolute everybody report this crap.
And then someone else posted a picture. They're like, you paid Facebook to poop on my timeline. There's a picture of a pile of poo. And I'm returning the favor. I responded, thank you. And it says, go spam yourself.
I love your response.
And then someone else spam a lot. Someone else drew like a really nice picture and says, and I give a poop Y. And someone else wrote 1A, which is probably just means that we are number 1A. Yeah. Anyway, so all the comments were all like, you're spamming, you negative. And you know, the way Facebook is, they just like that. People on Facebook. Here is like 10 angry faces. So we got 91 likes, 13 laughing, 1 heart, 1 oh my God. And then we got like 10 angry faces. So I would say that was 30% of the people, you know.
So what?
But there was definitely some inaccurate targeting.
But and that's, you just beat me to it. So you're basically saying here that even though you boosted the post, and you would assume that because of all the data that Facebook collects from their users, that they would have only used your $25 to share this post to people that are genuinely interested in this situation. ClickFunnels, Russell Brunson, Dan Locke, blah, blah, blah.
Well, yeah, I chose targeting of like, I was choosing the names of digital marketers and stuff like that. It was actually a preset audience that I had from before. So it was all digital marketing people. I don't know if they're just going to show it to us here. Let's see. What did I actually choose? There we go. Interest was 500 startups, content marketing, social media today, the word marketing, which is not a good one, and the word social media marketing is too general. This was like an old one that was from a while ago that I just like quickly selected. Then we have Eben Peg and Frank Kern or AppSumo. That's what I used as the, so I think those keywords like content marketing, and social media marketing should not be used. Mm-hmm. Other than that, and I like ClickFunnels is not even here. You know what I mean? Like it's not, you know.
No, it's not even in there.
You know,
gotcha. Okay.
Kudos. You know, I also didn't really go in and really optimize the audience, but at the same time, it's like, why are we getting people who clearly don't want to see this kind of content in their feed?
Yes.
Right. I mean, it's not just like not accurate. It's like they're getting mad. You know?
Yeah, they're actually.
And I also got here. Look at this. Look at the age demographic. Yeah. It's highly skewed to 55 to 65 plus. Wow. Highly skewed. Then again, I did not put an age bracket. I just said anybody in Canada and US 18 to 65. And yeah, so you know, I can on the next one, I'm going to boost it and I'll be a little bit more targeted and let's see what happens. But yeah, and
that'll serve to be another experiment. But going back to this survey that we were flagging for everybody just a minute ago, they do say, but given that many users don't even know that this information is available, Facebook is not achieving that goal. So you just went into yours right now. We saw it, and you were able to delete certain interests and whatnot. So it's likely for us to assume that all of those people that were pissed off that they called their content spam, it's likely that they have certain interests labeled by Facebook that isn't even accurate, and they don't know where to go to fix that settings that you just highlighted for everybody.
That's right. Yeah. There's that. It's like, I find the targeting on Instagram pretty good. I think I get relevant ads, and Facebook, it's pretty good. So I think it's okay. What I don't like is that they target you based on hearing what you say. Yeah. Like, I know they're listening to what you're saying. I had a debate with a friend of mine, and I said, just keep saying, cruises, you know, and just like, I want to go on a cruise, Disney cruise. And if you just keep on saying that, you're going to start seeing ads for cruises. So I actually put out a poll on one of my Instagram story, my Facebook story, asking people if they believe that Facebook or they believe that ads are being targeted to them based on what they're saying, talking about. And it was like 99% of the people said, yeah. I think only like 2 people said no.
Yeah.
So I think that is a real thing. I don't know if you guys heard while I was talking now, my Google speaker just went off. And I've wondered about that with Google. I don't think that it's Google speakers listening. I don't think. That's my feeling is, and I think it's your phone. I think, and I do think it's the apps. Like I don't allow the microphone to work on the permissions. I turn it off on Facebook, and I think it's on now on Instagram because I sometimes send voice notes that way. But I think I turn it off on Facebook, so I do think that they are listening, and they deny it. Right? There's actually stories that Facebook denies that they listen. So I think they're absolutely lying about that. So going back to some negative stories about Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg, I do want to point out that I think they're lying about listening to you on your phone.
Yeah, I agree. We've got enough evidence that suggests otherwise. So we've just highlighted that the inaccuracy of Facebook ads with regards to the targeting definitely is a thing. We've talked about in previous episodes how all kinds of marketers are completely abandoning Facebook marketing and going towards YouTube because they don't have the same account shutdown issues. They just don't have the same issues. And then I think it was our first episode. I think it was our first episode where I flagged the whole ad fraud issue. So when you combine accounts being shut down, ad fraud, and now the inaccuracy of Facebook ads, I haven't used a Facebook ad in a long time, and I'm impressed that you tried the boosted feature, man. I didn't know that until you just I did know it when I saw the link prepped for this episode, but I didn't even know you were going to do that, and it turned into a pretty cool test for us here to chat about because it just goes to show you that Facebook ads, okay, there's probably a place for Facebook ads. I'm not going to deny. Like I know Frank Kern has a great Facebook ads service out there, and I believe in what Frank Kern does. I think he knows his stuff. But it's clearly not a perfect advertising system, unfortunately.
Yeah, no. And it was funny too, is like that I was looking at if our views were going up based on how many likes we were getting.
Oh, yeah.
And it was not. So people were just liking it, but they were not really watching the video as much.
Yeah, so we're not getting any benefit from that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we probably got some new viewers, but not a whole lot. I think we gained like a couple subscribers last week, so nothing crazy. So people are headline readers, right? They read the headline, that's cool, they like it, right? We did get a whole bunch of new like Facebook page likes, which was cool, but we're really trying to get more people watching the videos and subscribing and so on. So we have been picking up though. I've been surprised at the little amount we promote the show on Spotify, and we got a bunch of subscribers on Spotify now.
Oh, really?
Something's going on there. Yeah. I was glad about that. And our subscriber count is going up a bit on YouTube and stuff, and the watch time's going up, and so the clips are doing good. Yeah. So I do want to experiment a little bit more with some, some boosting of posts or some, running some ads on Facebook for these shows. And I'll fix up the targeting, and then maybe we can do a follow-up story in the future about how accurate it actually worked. And whether or not we're actually gaining subscribers and views from Facebook.
Love that.